Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. You're with Sambonz, Seraphis, my level 90 Draenei Death Knight, and joining us here out the front of Ironforge are, well, half of them seem to be drunk. A very jovial, distant world. G'day, guys.
Hello.
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 Good day.
Do you know what? Speaking of drunk, we are here because we were going to go over to Nagrand today. Steph, you had planned for us to go over and start, well, I think it was the Tallbuck. Is it the Tallbuck Mounts over in Nagrand off the Ogres? I think that's the reputation we were going to have a bit of a crack at today. Is that right?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, look, and I'm terribly sorry, but Tigerhawk Rosebud discovered that Brewfest has started here. You can see her drinking in the background there. So, Steph, you can blame Tiger for this one, but today's episode is going to be us getting drunk. Are you okay with that, Steph?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Those Talboks aren't going anywhere.
No, they're not. And I don't think Tigerhawk Rosebud is either by the looks of her. Hello, Tiger. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
You are. Do you know that your hair is on fire? I just thought I'd mention that. Or do you not notice because you're so drunk?
Oh, maybe playing with fire and drinking is a good combination.
That's right. That's the dangers of alcohol and fire. So, yes, please pay attention, folks. It's our public service announcement courtesy of Tigerhawk Rosebud. Today, we're going to find out how you do set your hair on fire later on. Do you know what? Someone I can find who would never disgrace themselves in public, except for when they wear thongs in Final Fantasy XIV, would be Merrick. Good day, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, see, that's going to stick with you now, just like your thongs.
You know what that means, though, Sam?
What does that mean? Oh no, here we go. It means the time lost. I knew that was coming. Oh, man. All right, well, at least he only flashed it out temporarily. Good to see you. Now, tell me, you're a bit of a WoW vet. I know that you've got many characters, and on this one, it's probably not your main character, but have you completed all of Brewfest in a past life?
Later on, before I actually stopped playing as much, I just started the yearly brew thing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I have to. I think I'm missing one more bottle that I have to drink in order to get that
Do you
achievement.
know what? I know exactly what you're talking about, and it took me a year actually to get that because I missed one of the bottles. And in fact, I only just cleared out my mail before. No, I can't view it now. And yeah, got to make sure you log in at least once a month and find. I mean, it's a bit of a ploy, I guess, on Blizzard's part, but you do have to get that brew that is mailed to you. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain. I know exactly how you feel. But look, let's have a look at the calendar, folks. You can see here we are. Well, I think it's from the 20th. There we go. The 20th of September this year through to the 6th of October. It is Brewfest, and if you haven't done this before, I highly recommend it for a number of reasons. Firstly, if you go down and have a look in your achievement list here, you can see we've got these world events, and Brewfest is indeed one of the world events. And you can see here I've already completed it, but it is part of the entire What a Long Strange Trip It's Been achievement. So, every year that you don't do one of these world events is another year you have to wait for that particular one. And of course, you can see there the reward is the Violet Proto-Drake, and that would be this. This is, a lot of you folks say, hey, where do you get that purple big drake from? This is the one, and it's from a long, strange year it's been. It's from doing all of the world events. So, of course, Brewfest is a massive part of that. So if you miss out, then you have to wait a whole another year. I can see Suta Hisui there. That is my good mate, Starlin. G'day, Star.
Hi, Sam.
Good to see you here. You are already level 76. You're getting ever and ever closer to level 80. Good on you. Now, what about you? I mean, you've got a Wolpertinger. I know you've got a Wolpertinger because in our last show, you were showing it off. So does that mean you've completed all of this Brewfest stuff, or are you sort of part way along?
I'm afraid I only got like 2 achievements.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're going to hang around with us today so we can get you some more?
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. I mean, any excuse to get you drunk, because then you might say yes. But anyway, we'll leave that till another day. Professor Lera, that is our good mate, Steph. Hey, Steph, how's it going?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Now, what about you? Do you have an affinity for getting drunk in games? Do you like that? Are you like Tiger?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad. Now, have you been getting drunk in WoW? Like, do you have this already, or is it something you're still chipping away at?
Well, this will be my first Brewfest, because last year I was brand new to the game and had no idea how to get here to do it.
Right, of course. Being brand new, you wouldn't have. All right, well, this is good for you then. You've come along to the right episode this week. There's no doubt about that. So I look forward to getting drunk with your good self. Someone else I look forward to knocking one back with is our vanquisher here, Obese. G'day, Obese.
Hello.
Good to see you. Now, what about you? Are you a veteran drunk?
I might have dabbled a little bit in the brewski.
In the brewski? Now, of course, we're talking about in-game. We're all responsible drinkers in real life. Now, have you ever done the naughty thing in-game here, Ubisi, of drinking and then driving your flying mount? Have you ever tried that?
Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged, so you'll know that it is definitely not worth it, right?
Never.
Never. In fact, maybe we'll show you that a little bit later on, folks. Just one of those messages that reinforces the fact that drinking and driving is a terribad thing to do. You know what? I'd also like to say hello to Saya, and I certainly hope that I'm saying your name right there, and I think we know you as Kylice in the Mumbles. G'day, mate.
G'day.
Now, am I saying your name correctly?
Yep.
I am. Do you know what? That's the first. I think the very first time in any of our Let's Plays ever that I've pronounced somebody's name right. So hang on, you've got a little 14 Pandaren monk here. So I'm guessing this is your first time through as a Pandaren. But how long have you actually been playing the game for?
This is my first time, or mostly be my first time playing.
Oh, so this is your first character on your first time playing WoW?
Yep.
Oh, congratulations and welcome to WoW. Do you play other MMOs?
Yep, I played Star Wars Tour and RuneScape.
Aha, okay, right. So you didn't go back all the way to Star Wars Galaxies by chance?
Nope.
Oh, I lament those days. Do you know what? I reckon I know someone who might have liked Star Wars Galaxies. I can see them here in the Mumble chat. They're not in game. That would be none other than our favourite crazy Canadian, Rusty. G'day, Rust. Now, I understand you're busy painting right about now. Is that right?
Yep.
Man, I'm so jealous. I wish I could paint. You must be a Brewfest veteran, surely.
I don't even remember if I did anything other than just take the free booze and run off with it.
Well, you see, that means you have done it because you didn't remember because you were drunk. That's why you don't remember.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense.
Now you, I know, speaking of other games, you're looking forward to one in particular based on the news you're posting on your engine wall. Do you want to tell us which game it is that you're looking forward to coming out soon?
Oh, it's so obvious. And anybody looks at my engine page. EverQuest next.
EverQuest next. Now, is there any news on that, by the way, in terms of a release date?
The only release date for that is their landmark thing, which is going to be this winter.
This winter, and of course that's the Northern Hemisphere winter. Summer, if you're down here in Oz, you're definitely looking forward to that one. There's no doubt about it. So many paradigms they seem to be challenging in the MMO market. I'm really looking forward to it. So good on your SOE and good luck with the development of that. You know what? I can see one other troublemaker here in the Mumble chat. That would be none other than our good mate Shiv. G'day, Shiv.
Hey, Sambo.
Now, you, I know, are a WoW vet as well. Go on, tell me, how many times were you dancing half naked, drunk on a table in Ironforge? Go on, you can admit it.
Well, there was a time I did the Brewfest boss naked and won the ram.
What? You're kidding me.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate...
We were doing it. Yeah, we were doing it just for fun naked. The ram dropped. Someone rolled a 98. Someone rolled a 99. I rolled 100 on it.
You are joking. And the fact that you were naked as well. That's unbelievable. Well, you know what? I actually have that Brewfest ram somewhere here as well. Now, let me see if I can find it. Because not many people I know actually... Hey, do you know what? We should ask somebody in particular. Merrick, how's it going?
No.
Oh, that is the best thing ever. Do you know what, though? What's embarrassing is I actually can't find it. I'm just going to search here, RAM. Let's see if we can find it. And it is, it's called the Swift Brewfest Ram. Let's mount that baby. This is especially for you, Merrick. There we go. Hope you're enjoying that. Hey, like a bit of RAM there. There we go. Now, there are actually two.
I really wanted the Kodo.
Oh, do you know what? He's on his time lost project. Now, you say the Kodo, right? Now, there are no Kodos on the Alliance normally, because of course that's a Tauren and a Horde mount, right? So I know that you're not in game at the moment, Shiv, but this is especially for you. And Merrick might want to tell you what I'm riding right about now. What does that look like?
I can't think of the name of it.
And that's because it's a Kodo. That's why.
It's been so long since I've been on my Horde characters.
It is indeed. Do you know what this is great for? This is really good if you need to raid Orgrimmar, because you run past on this mount and people sort of don't quite realise that you're not a Hordey straight away. It's really interesting. But anyway, yes, did you not get this one, Shiv?
No, I lost it, but then I got the ram, so he never got the ram after that, so
yeah.
We taunted each other with it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I still think you're very, very lucky.
Sambo, because you know what? I'll just get on my Ashes of Alarm mount.
Oh, you shush you. Shush you. If you and Merrick ever get together and ride those, that's terrible. One day I hope to get... Well, in fact, can you still get that, Shiv? I'm not sure that you can.
You can still get that, and I love the story behind that mount, too.
Yeah, actually, so do I. And that's Burning Crusade content, I think, if I remember rightly. So looking looking forward to that. All right, well, look, that's enough about showing off our mounts. But, folks, if you do want this Kodo or the Brewfest Ram, the only way to get it is to do the high-level instance here during the Brewfest Festival. Now, if you look down in the link below this video, in the description, you will see I've linked the Curse Brewfest guide, and that is a great annual guide to all things Brewfest, step by step, sort of breaks down all the quests, all the steps that you need to do, lists all of the achievements that you have to get, and it also shows you what you need to do in order to get these mounts, including that high level instance. And interestingly, actually, Rust, speaking of you've probably done in the past, you probably did a level 80 version of that. I was looking on Curse, and you know those Dire Brew, you know the big instances they have for all of those events, Rust. This year I notice it's gone to level 89. Is that what they do every year, Rust? Do they make it do they shift it up to the highest level available in the game?
Oh, you mean shifting all the max level bosses on for each holiday?
Yeah, for the holiday.
Yeah, they move it up every time.
Oh, they do? Okay, there you go. I knew it was something like that. So there you go, folks. If you're level 89 or more, you can do that, and then you'll have a chance to get this here, this mount drop, or that other Swift Ram, plus a whole bunch of goodies in terms of gear. But if you want to know why you should be doing this, Merrick, I always use the achievements as a guide as to whether or not you want to do a festival. Is that something you do?
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, that sort of guides you
see
through, right?
Yeah.
See what's available, see what activities are around. So you can go in here, folks, to the world events, click on Brewfest like I just have, and you can see here Brew of the Year, Brew of the Month, Disturbing the Peace, Have Keg, etc., etc. There's a whole bunch of them there, and if you follow your nose through that, it will help you. Also, of course, you want to follow the quests. So, Tiger, I'm going to guess that you're an expert at getting drunk in the game. So where would I go to pick up my first quest if I wanted to start the whole Brewfest experience?
I would recommend going into Iron Forge in front of the bank auction house area. There should be an NPC there where you would start the quest.
Alright, so he's going to have an exclamation mark over his head and blah blah, like the usual story. Okay, alright. Well, look, do you guys mind if we can mount up? And in fact, Tiger, you can take us there if you like. That's if you can ride. Can you ride, or are you drunk?
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Yeah, sure. Look at her. She's crashing into the walls. Actually, she's driving very well. On your glowy Netherwing Drake. Very, very nice. Okay, so here we go. We're in familiar territory. Oh, you are absolutely right. Look at this. It's a dwarf commoner. So let's have a chat to them with the exclamation mark over their head. What does it say? Brewfest. Speak to the Brewfest organizer at the Brewfest grounds outside of Ironforge and receive a free beer. Well, I'm definitely going to do that then. And you can see we've got, Barley Brew or Thunder 45 or Gore Grog. I'm guessing that they are all different types of beer for different levels, I suppose. And look at that, 2 gold as well. I'm going to accept that. Alright, so hands up in the party. Who knows where the Brewfest grounds are? Does anyone know?
I do.
Oh, what a surprise. Alright, come on, you can lead us. Lead the way. Take us to your alcohol, please. And of course, it's hopefully nearby. It's kind of cool because alcohol and ale definitely go hand in hand with dwarves. So if you ask me, it makes total sense that it's here in Ironforge around all of the drunken dwarves. And of course, I love flying. Well, I'm not flying, I'm on my Kodo now, but flying out the front gates here, such a great view. Look at that snow, it's amazing. Now you've disappeared. So you're flying down there to that area down the bottom of the path there. Yep. Is that where you're going?
You see the little tent setup?
Yeah, the brown and white tents. Okay, there we go. That's exactly where we need to head. In fact, I can hear music. Now let's have a listen, folks. That is indeed the Brewfest music. Gosh, this brings back so many memories. Oh, hey Shiv, you know what, speaking of players who don't play anymore, but memories, do you remember, Shiv, the ram racing?
Oh my god, I hated that minigame so much.
Do you know what, Merrick just kind of said the same thing, pretty much. Dear, what about you, Rust? Do you remember the ram racing?
I don't remember anything.
Oh yeah, of course, that's right. It was one big drunken stupor for you. Never mind. Look, you can see it's very popular, folks. Here we are at the Brewfest grounds. This is exactly where you need to go. If we have a look at our map, you can see we are out the front of Ironforge, just smack down the front gate, pretty much, down the bottom here. In fact, this area is reserved for Brewfest year in and year out. You can see we've got here Ipkefelt, I don't even know how you say his name, the guy with the quest hand in, the Brewfest organizer. Well met. There we go. And you can see he's got the quest, but he's also got a whole whole bunch of information here. Now, I won't bother clicking on all of this, but if you do click on these, they tell you all about the different parts of the Brewfest festival, and I do highly recommend that you read them. Now, Brewfest, there we go. Choose your reward. I'm going to go for the Gordok Grog. We'll take that. Thank you very much. I have a slight issue with accepting that quest. Does anyone care to guess what that might be?
Wonder what it could be.
Yeah, wonder what it could be here.
Your bags are full.
Is it full bag?
It could possibly be a slight inventory issue. I think it's a technical glitch. I might have to drink some binary brew that's in my bag. Oh my lord, it just zapped me. Oh dear. Ouch. Okay, that hurt, and I've got a bottle I can throw away here. Now that is all part of Brewfest as well, by the way, getting a Beer of the Month club. Hey, Shiv, do you remember, hang on, binary brew, doesn't that mean I can speak Gnomish? Hang on, let's see if I can say something in chat. Let's see, hello, Tiger. It says, now what does it say? In my screen it says hello, Tiger, but what did it say on your screen, Tiger?
Like 100101010.
So it's actually talking in binary. Okay, hang on, I'm going to type something else. This is especially for Merrick, and of course only you guys watching along from home can see this. Hang on.
I love that brew.
Same here. Here we go. Now if you can see what I'm typing. Merrick, this is for you. There we go.
Yeah, well, my time lost proto-drake loves you too.
Yep. Hey, how did you know it was? Wait a minute. How can you read Gnomish? Oh my lord. Okay, that one backfired somehow. Anyway, let's have a chat to this Brewfest organizer there. Accept the quest and take our Gordok Grog. Thank you very, very much. Now you can see basically he's just led us here, and all around we've got a whole bunch of quests that have lit up. So what I thought we'd do today, folks, is we'd have a bit of a run around and just do some of these quests very, very quickly and show everyone what is involved. So the first one we've got here is from Goldark Snipe Hunter, and great to meet you as well. 2 quests here that I love, and they're to do with the Synth Brew goggles. So the first one here is catch the wild Wolpertinger, and he basically has asked us to catch 5 stunned Wolpertingers. Now, the Wolpertinger expert that we have here is Starland. Star, are you there? And if so, are you able to try and describe to us exactly what a Wolpertinger is? Is that possible?
Well, first you have to get like really drunk.
Right. Okay, I think we can do that. Get really drunk. Yes.
Then you have to put on a special pair of goggles.
Oh, and then what do you have to do? Go and try and find these mythical creatures around the grounds, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, now what's the reward that you get from this? Because it says here a Wolpertinger's tankard. Isn't that the actual pet itself? Is that how you actually get a new pet?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Alright, so there you go, folks. That's worth it straight away. So let's accept that quest. Oh my, why is my inventory full again? Hang on. We have to sort this out. I'm going to have to... what have I got here? Gordok Grog. Let's drink that grog there. There we go. On my road to getting drunk already.
What can I do for you?
Before we do go ahead, though...
Clean out your bag, Sambo.
I am going to have to empty my bags. It's terrible. What are Synth Brew goggles? Now, you can click on this and it will tell you here exactly what they are and whether or not you'd like a pair. Let's see, who can we ask? Maybe Steph. Steph, have you come across these before? What are Synth Brew goggles?
These are a pair of goggles that give the appearance of being drunk, but yet you're not actually drunk.
Oh, okay. So if you have a weak stomach or you don't actually want to get rolling drunk, then these are like a simulation.
Right.
Right, I like that message. So yes, I'd like a pair of Synth Brew. There we go. Let's have a look in our inventory and see if they're... Yes, they are. Okay, so you can see there, equip. The goggles simulate the effects of alcohol, just like Steph said. The effects can be easily dismissed by removing the goggles. Okay, I'm going to actually put them on right now. There we go. And oh my lord, look at that. Instantly, everything is blurry. Is this what it looks like for you all the time, Tiger?
Yeah, you put the goggle on too. It's actually worse.
Whoa, okay. Yeah, but it's everything's a bit blurry. Anyway, at least we are drunk because, of course, I think, Merrick, the way it works is you do technically need to be drunk in order to do some of these quests, like the Wolpertinger one, right? I mean, I don't think you can actually see it without being... Yeah, okay. So there we go. So there's a politically friendly way of getting drunk. Let's go back and have a chat to him and catch the Wolpertinger. Yes, we'll accept that. So let's do that one straight away first. So you can see here in my... Oh my gosh, the whole world is moving. Is that normal, Tiger? Everything's bizarre. I'm wobbling all over the place. This is terrible. I think I'm going to feel ill. Here we go. Capture the wild Wolpertinger. You can see I've got a Wolpertinger net. Throw a net at a wild Wolpertinger, which will allow you to capture it and place it in your pack. Let's make sure I've got space now. Good. All right, so can we wander around and grab this? Unless you guys... Have you already done it, or any tips here on how to get a good one? What do we do? Just
I haven't
run
done
around?
it yet. I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, well, let's all try it.
Just walk out the gate.
Okay,
walk out the gate here, because they're out the gate.
Okay, so you have to go out the front?
Yeah, they're running around all outside the gate here.
Okay, so can I confirm a BC? Oh, there's one there. There's one there. So a BC, if you're not drunk, will you not see these, pretty much?
No, you can only see them if you're drunk.
All right, okay. I'm not sure about the message behind that, but still, it's okay. We've got our synth goggles on, so we're not really drunk. We're pretending to be drunk. There we go, our parental PSA. Now, everyone else seems to be capturing these except me. Let's see if I can grab one of these.
I haven't caught one yet either.
Oh, haven't you? Okay, let's grab another one. There we go. Got it. And what do you do once you've actually caught it? Does it automatically go? Oh, it automatically goes into your backpack. So there we go. 1 out of 5. What I'll do, folks, because I know it's going to be a little bit boring, and wow, look at this. The actual field of view of my game is changing the drunker I get, and everything's wobbling all over the place. I can't even control my character. That's not me, by the way. That's my character. I'm trying to run in a straight line. Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. Drinking is not good, folks. Drinking to excess is not good. What we might do is we'll cut to a break, and we'll come back once I've caught 5 of these little critters. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Here we are, completely smashed, basically. I can barely see anything, as you can tell by my screen. What I can see is a dancing tiger hawk rosebud. Oh boy, I don't know, you're trouble. You and alcohol. I think I'm going to injure myself throughout all of this. Now that I've caught them, Tiger, what do I do? If I look at my bags, I've got 5 stunned Wolpertingers. What do we need to do?
Well, I think you need to turn him into the NPC right here.
Yeah. Oh, right. That would be why. He's got a great big question mark over his head. Let's do that. Catch the wild Wolpertinger. There we go. Required items, the Wolpertinger and the Wolpertinger net. Let's accept them and look at this. We are going to get our very own Wolpertingers tankard. That is it. And if we have a look in my inventory, you can see I've got it there. I've already got one of these. It is soulbound, but I can learn it again, and that will mean I've got 2 out of 3 of them in my pet journal. But if you've never got one of these before, it is that easy. It means you've now got yourself a new companion pet. Yay us. Now you can see that another one has come up here. Now Obese, are you there, and do you know anything about pink elekks?
Yes, I do. You need to visit each of the Alliance cities, and you put on your goggles that make it appear that you're drunk,
right,
and you zap pink elekks.
Oh my
and
god.
Come back here for a reward.
Okay, that sounds... Pink elephants? I don't think I've ever seen pink elephants in real life, because I've never been that drunk. What about you, Steph?
No.
No, okay, good answer. Okay, so that means, though, that we're going to have to go somewhere. So I believe, Obese, there'll be one somewhere nearby in Stormwind, though, right? Surely. Okay, alright guys, what we might do is we'll cut and we'll get ourselves to Stormwind and see if we can find ourselves some pink elekks. Let me accept this quest, there we go. And we've got ourselves an Elekk dispersion ray, apparently. There it is. Focuses a concentrated beam on a pesky pink Elekk, causing its form to dissipate. Okay, so we've got to do that 3 times. We'll be right back once we're seeing pink elephants. We'll see you in a moment. And welcome back. Here we are out the front of Stormwind. I'm going to get off my love rocket. There we go. Now, I can't actually see any pink elekks. I thought there were some around here. What am I doing wrong, somebody? I can't figure
The glasses. Put the glasses back on.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My beer goggles. Whoopsie. Okay, let me see. Here we go. The Synth Brew goggles. So let's have a look out the front here, folks. Maybe we'll see these pink elekks appear. I'm not sure. Let's right-click and put them on there. Oh, look at that! Straight away. There they go. Okay, so you need to be drunk to see these. All right, guys, let's do this. And once again, Obese, this is something you can do at all major cities, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, cool. Let's see. There goes a zap. Who's zapping that one? That would be Merrick. Right, let's see if we can zap one of these ones here. We'll use our Elekk dispersion ray. Whoa, look at that. So they actually are disappearing. Left, right, and centre. You have to be quick to catch one. Let's see if we can go over the back here. We've got some brew vendors out the front. Gosh, they're really getting into the spirit of things. Get it, the spirit? Anyway. All right, there we go. And that is hopefully... What happened? 1? I hope that counted as 1. Here's another one.
Oh, it's not counting. What the?
I know.
Because of our group.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the raid. Oh,
yes,
shoot.
we're in a raid. Good idea. All right, look, let's temporarily disband for just 1 second. There we go, leaving the party. It's okay, we know where each other is. We'll be able to find each other. And that's a good point. I'm glad that happened because, of course, if you are in a raid, you can't do quests like this. But that's no problem. All right, there we go. There's one, and there we go. 1 out of 3. So now, do we need BC? I don't know if you remember. It's been a while, probably has for me. Do we have to do this at every single Alliance capital, or can you just, do you have a choice? Can you go to any particular one?
You have to go to Azure Mist, you have to go to Elwyn, which is where we are, and you have to go to Teldrassil.
Oh, so you do have to go to all of them. You can't just get them from any one place.
No.
Oh man, so it's going to take a while. All right, well look, we won't be doing that on today's show because otherwise we'd spend the entire show traveling around the world, but you get the idea, folks. There we go, there's 3, I think. Let's see what the objective does. Okay, so 3 are done. Let's go into our quest log here, and you're absolutely right. There you go, you can see Azimist, Elwyn, and Teldrassil, so BC is 100% correct. But like I said, we will not do that. Once you do that, of course, you can head back and hand it in Ironforge. In the meantime, we have disbanded, so I'm all alone. Help me. Oh, there's some folk. Hey, Tiger. Oh, there they all go. Tiger, you're going to be able to group us up again and teleport us back to Ironforge. Is that okay?
I think so.
Yeah, good stuff. Even though you're drunk, I'm sure we can trust you with your... As long as you don't teleport me to Dalaran or somewhere silly like that, then it'll be all on my lonesome. Anyway, folks, we'll come back once we've made our way back to the Brewfest Festival. There we go, invited to a group over in Ironforge. We'll see you in just one moment. And here we are back at the crazy Brewfest grounds where everybody is drunk. Oh dear, including myself. So once again, folks, if we have a look in our journal, we were looking at the Elekks on parade. You can see there I've done the Elwyn Forest one, 3 out of 3. That is all done. And we would normally have to travel to Azimist Isle. It's up in the Draenei starting area zone. And we've got Teldrassil, which of course is the Night Elves. Do all of that, you'll come back here and you will get yourself some Brewfest prize tokens. And they are the most important currency in this event. And we'll talk about them just a little bit later. So we're not going to go and do all of those right now, but we are going to head on down here. If everyone wants to follow me, we're got another little quest down here at Boxy Bolt Spinner, and if we have a chat to him, you can see this guy also rewards us some Brewfest prize tokens, and we'll be able to use them to show you exactly what you do with those. But this guy wants us to use an alcohol-free Brewfest sampler to hit Stout 5 times. Now, what is Stout? Stout, I think, is a little robot around here, and we need to basically pelt him with mugs. So let's accept that. And there we go. You can see we've got a BC and we've got Tiger who have got their little Wolpertingers out. Nice one. And we pick up one of these Brewfest samplers here. There it is in my bag. So I guess all I need to do is target the little robot guy there and then right click. Uh-oh. So hang on a minute, Tiger. Are we actually getting drunk while we do this?
This is alcohol free.
Oh, it's alcohol free. Okay, so I am. Well, I'm drunk though. Is that because I've still got my? I think I've got my synth brew goggles on. I have indeed. That's okay. We'll leave them on so that we get into the spirit of things. There we go. Now, Starlin, I saw you throw one there, and it looked on my screen like it completely missed. Are you that drunk?
Actually, I'm not drunk anymore, and it did completely miss.
Yeah, it must be random. I think. There we go. Stout hit 5 times. Let's go hand this one in. Nice and easy quest there. 10 Brewfest prize tokens is what we get out of that one. Oh look, it's Steph. Hey Steph. Now, are you able to help me out here? Big wave to you. By the way, are you drunk?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay, do you think, even though you're drunk, do you have your wits about you enough that you could take me to the Brewfest prize vendor? Because I really want to show everyone what it is that you can spend these tokens on. So if I sort of click on you, there you go, so I can see where you are. Are you able to lead me there? Is that all right?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, lead the way. Lead your wobbly way. I'm still completely drunk because I've got my synth brew goggles on. I must admit I'm feeling a little bit ill, but anyway, here we are. Alright, so we're on the right hand side. Oh, here we go. Is this her here? Belby Quick Switch.
Yes, it is.
Alright, thank you very much, Steph. Let's have a bit of a look at her, and you can see here she is talking all about ticket exchanges and the Brewfest tokens. If you do have tokens, you can browse her goods. And look at this, you can see here 50 tokens for a hat. We've got, 200 tokens for a Brewfest dress. Now, Tiger, I know you're into fashion as well as alcohol. Is there any reason to pick these things up? I mean, have you got any of these items yet?
No, not yet. I only have 25 tokens.
Okay, you know what? You've got got to work up and get some more, and I do know a way to do that, and we'll look at that in just 1 minute. But I do believe, Merrick, that there's a achievement for equipping all of these Brewfest garb and doing a bit of a dance somewhere. Is that right?
Yeah, you get an achievement for equipping 3 of them and dancing in Dalaran.
Oh, that sounds like a tiger achievement to me. So there we go. So I can see here Brewfest boots, we've got a hat, and we've got the regalia. So I'd imagine if you got all 3 of those, that would count if you did a slash dance in Dalaran. Thanks for that, Merrick. I can also see here, though, there's some really cool toys. So, for example, there is the pint-sized pink pachyderm, and I believe that that is a little pink companion who is a fighting companion. Very cool. You've got a Brewfest keg pony, and you can summon yourself a little riding pony, and he has a keg strapped to his back, and you can get free beer out of it. We've got a pony keg, which puts a keg on the ground there. We've also got the Pandaren brew pack, and I'm pretty sure I've got one of those. That means you actually wander around with this great big keg on your back, and people can click it to get drinks. And we've got ourselves a brew helm, which attaches 2 tankards to your head or your helmet. It's like those sort of frat movie, those where you get a jug of beer and you have 2 tubes going down into your mouth. I think it's like one of those. So lots of cool reasons there to get these tokens. Now, there's a way of getting tokens apart from doing these quests, and a number of them are dailies. Let me think, BC, do you remember the ram racing?
I do.
Do you remember it with fondness or frustration?
Well, I might have tried it a little bit earlier today, and I was all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I think it's time for us to check this out. What about you, Merrick? Are you a fan of the ram racing?
Oh, God, I hate the ram racing.
All right, even better reason to do it then. So here we go. You can see I'm down the front of the Brewfest, right near the front gate of it. And you can see that Neil Ramstein here has got us a quest. So let's right-click on him and see what he's got to say. So you want to check out the racing rams. Well, I hope you're ready for speed. But before I let you loose in the world, you'll need to show me that you can handle these fine creatures. And before I go any further, Starlin, have you done this today?
No.
Have you done it ever?
Twice.
And by the tone in your voice, I can tell that you're really super excited about it as well, right?
No.
No, not at all. Let's see if we can change your mind on that. Here's the deal. I'll lend you some racing reins and the use of a ram. You need to prove to me that you can handle using these rams. Keep the ram at a trot, canter, and a gallop for 8 seconds each. And this is a bit of a test, I guess, to train us how to use these. If you need instructions on how to handle the ram, talk to my apprentice, Paul Amberstill. So, this is where most people get confused, and I gotta say, I do. The first time I ever did this, I'm like, what earth is going on? We have 4 minutes to ride the ram and maintain 3 different levels of speed for 8 seconds. So it's a training exercise. I'm gonna accept this quest. There we go, I'm on a ram. You can see I'm on a ram. I've got a button in the middle. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to run away from you guys, but you can see here I've got giddy up. Here we go, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. And what happens is the more I click this giddy up button, I'm running the wrong way. The more I click this giddy up button, the faster I run. And how fast I'm running is dictated by a buff up in the top right of my screen. So you can see now, if I do nothing, I'm basically going to slow to a crawl. Now, this is okay because we've got 4 minutes. Now, if I click once, you can see up the top now, I've got a buff that says Ram Trot. If I click it again, there we go, Ram Trot. Your ram is moving at a leisurely pace and gradually regaining strength. Now, I have to keep clicking the middle button to keep that little, it looks like a gummy drop, green. And I've got to try and keep that for a certain number of seconds. And in fact, if we go and have a look, there we go, this is ram racing. You can see there, maintain a trot for 8 seconds. It has come up on the screen and that worked. Now, if I click this button a few times, you'll see, hopefully, there we go, my icon has changed to a yellow icon. Okay, now that means it's a canter. You're moving at a brisk pace. Now, if I do nothing, you can see the canter slows down to a trot. That's no good. So I've got to keep clicking the middle button enough times so that I keep that little icon yellow. There we go. Now, you'll notice that there is another icon that has come up and it's slowly gathering stacks, and you can see that it is ram fatigue. There we go. Maintained a canter for 8 seconds, 1 out of 1. I am all done. The more I smack the ram, the more fatigue it gets, and that stack will go all the way to 100. Now, Merrick, do you know what happens if that fatigue stack hits 100?
Yeah, you basically pretty much slow down to nothing and can't go anywhere until that gets better.
That's right. So you absolutely do not want to get that up to 100. So what I've got to do now is try and click this, like it's like a whip, I guess. Click this whip in the middle here, this big button, and enough time so that I get this up to a gallop, but there we go, and it's red. There you go, you can see red is a gallop, and you can see I am in fact galloping. So if I hover over that, there we go, ram, a gallop. You're moving really fast now, but the ram is quickly getting fatigued, and there we go, I actually maintain a gallop for 8 seconds. If I was doing this in real life and doing an actual ram race, you would want to stop there, because you can see here my ram fatigue was getting awfully high. Now when you are racing, there is a way of clearing that fatigue, and we'll talk about that in just 1 minute. But in the meantime, I have now successfully maintained all 3 states for 8 seconds, and I can go back and hand in. Now let's go and speak to the guys and see how they're going. Tigerhawk Rosebud, are you doing this quest?
I did it earlier today.
Right, and did you manage to maintain all 3 states for 8 seconds?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
well
I
done.
did.
All right, what about you, Steph? How have you fared? Are you doing it this time?
I am, and I just finished.
Okay, well done. Now what about you, Star? Did you manage to clear this one?
Yes, finally.
All right, well done, guys. So what we can do is come back here. I'm going to right-click on my rental racing ram buff up the top right, and that will take me off it, and that means that I can stop now and have a chat to this guy. And this is Ram Racing. Receive the rewards. There we go. Now, though, now is the one that I think everyone gets most frustrated with. There and back again. Now, by the way, this turns into a daily, and you do want to come here daily and get your rewards, because this is the main way of getting Brewfest prize tokens. Now, Obese, are you starting to quiver already because of how horrible this is? You know what's coming up, right? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. What does he say? So you want to help out at Brewfest, huh? I've got a perfect task. I'll put you on one of my racing rams and have you head down the road to Karanos. And of course, if we look on the map, you can see on the map there, we're up here, just out front of Ironforge. Down south is Karanos. That's where we're going to be heading. Let's have a chat with him again. I've got some kegs that I need to be picked up. So basically, he is saying that there's another guy waiting on a hill near a stack of kegs down in Karanos. He'll toss us a keg when we get near, and we've got to grab that and then run back right here near the Brewfest and toss it back at Pole Amberstill, who is over there to the side where I'm hovering my mouse. You can only carry one at a time. So the objective is very simple, but it's tough in practice. Get a keg from Flynn Fire Brew in Karanos and return it to this guy here, Pole Amberstill. If we lose our ram, ask him for another. And what you need to do, of course, is there's going to be a problem. You want to do this as many times as you can, because I think, Merrick, every time you deliver a keg, you get tokens, right?
I think so. I can't remember. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I think you do. And the whole idea is, therefore, is you want to do the circuit as fast as possible. However, Steph, there's an issue. You know damn well that if I just keep smacking my ram, what's going to happen?
He's going to fatigue out.
Yeah, exactly. And if I do it too many times, I'm just going to be dead in my tracks, and that's really frustrating. So you have to keep an eye on those fatigue stacks in your buff up here in the top right of your screen. But fortunately, there is a way to clear fatigue, and they're dotted around the course, and that is via a way of barrels of apples. And if you come across basically a barrel of apples, you need to run over it, and that will clear your fatigue, and that means you can run around the whole course at full tilt. Now, being here in Australia, we get lag, and it means that you have to be very careful about running over those barrels of apples, otherwise it won't count. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So here we go, let's accept this quest.
Let's get her back.
There we go, and I'm going to smack this guy. Here we go. Bang, 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 bang. Smack, 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 smack. Here we go. We're going to race off down the road. And what I need to do is look out for these barrels. And there's one right there. And you can see it. There we go. It cleared my fatigue. I hope you saw that on the YouTubes. Here comes another barrel, and that one, the big red effect there, that cleared my fatigue as well, which means I can just keep this going. And there we go, running nearby, and hopefully he is going to, yes, he has thrown us a little keg, and what it means is that I have to then, on my way back, run over, there it is again, run over these little barrels of apples, and I can keep hitting my reins over and over and over. It is fantastic. There we go, and again. So you can just keep an eye on this up here. That is my ram fatigue. So I can keep hitting him, and as we get nearby to him, there we go. Keg delivered, 1 out of 3. So hopefully this makes sense. We'll do this 3 times so you guys can see it. I'm just smack, 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 running over the barrel of apples there. There we go. It reset my fatigue. And I think a lot of people, Starlin, don't know about these barrels. Do you think that's a fair comment? And they try to do this without getting the barrel of apples and resetting their fatigue, and they have no idea how people do it so fast. Is that a fair comment? Like, did you know about the apples, Starlin?
I knew about the apples, but I never could get to the apples in time before my thing fatigue.
Right. Well, I think it's important to note that there are 2 barrels of apples, and if you do run over them, then you can basically just smack the entire way and be totally fine. In fact, there you go. Here we go. 2 out of 3 are done. Let's see if we can do 3 out of 3. So, are you guys doing it? Tiger, are you running your RAM at the moment?
Yes, and I think I'm doing quite well.
Yeah,
because I just got the achievement for it's happy hour somewhere.
Oh, fantastic! Congratulations. What about you, Merrick? Are you? Oh, now I've missed. I think I missed a keg. This will be interesting. Here we go. Let's see if we can pick up a. No, maybe I'll be okay. Now, what are you doing, Merrick? Are you racing at the moment?
I'm on my last one.
Okay, so you're having no problem picking up the apples to reset your fatigue.
Yep, no problem. Well, there was one time when I actually couldn't do it. I didn't catch it in time. And that was like maybe 10 feet away from the barrel.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Here we go. All right, so there we go. Kegs delivered 3 out of 3. Now, because this is the quest, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to see if it will actually reward me with more Brewfest tokens, because this may have changed since the last time I've run it. We'll soon find out. Here we go. I'm going to go pick up another keg. In the old days, you could just carry on getting kegs, and basically every time, there we go, picked up another one. Every time you delivered one, it would literally give you more Brewfest tokens. But I've got a funny feeling that times may have changed and that you can only do the quest, and that's how you get your tokens from now on. Again, it is a daily exercise though, so you can do this as many times as you like, as long as it's once per day. Hang on, let's go and deliver this one and see what happens. Here we go. Nothing. Oh no, there it is. It got delivered, but I didn't pick up any more tokens. Okay, so I'm going to get off now and go hand in. Maybe it's because I'm still on my training wheels. We'll wait and see. Neil Ramstein, there we go, and there and back again. Thanks a lot for your help. As long as Brewfest is going and the Dark Iron Dwarves are attacking, I'll need some help shipping kegs. So if you want to work for more tokens, talk to me every day. Oh, okay, so maybe it's because I wasn't doing my daily one. Here we go. Now I think I've got the daily one. Once you start this, you won't be able to do it again until tomorrow. Every time you bring me a keg, I'll give you some tokens. Okay, so it does work. So this is now the daily, folks. So I'm going to complete the quest. There we go, and this is the Realsies one. So I'll do a couple of these so you guys can see how it works. So we're going to smack this guy. We're going to race towards Karanos again. And again, making sure I'm running over those little barrels along the way. Otherwise, you're going to be completely screwed. There we go. Let's go pick up. Hopefully we'll be able to get to this guy and pick up another little keg. And there you go. You could hear him throw it. Once you hear that noise, it's safe to turn around again. This is the one where speed counts, because of course you want to do this as many times as you can in the allotted 4 minutes that you've got here. And by the way, every time you do hand in a keg, you get 30 seconds added to your timer. So if you are fast, you can do this many times and get many Brewfest tokens. Let's see. Throwing it, handing it in, and there we go. I got 2 Brewfest. Oh gosh, I'm getting stuck on the trees. 2 Brewfest prize tokens, and that's exactly what I want. I want as many of these as I can, so that I can have as much currency as I can to go and spend up large in the shop that Steph showed us. That is the goal. So what I might do, folks, I'll cut filming here because I'm sure you don't want to see me going round and round and round. I want to try and do this as many times as I can and get as many tokens as I can, and we'll come back once I have finished. So we'll be right back. And here we are. I have now done the rounds, as you can see, and in my bags, if we go and have a look, I've now got 42 Brewfest prize tokens. So it's definitely worth doing that daily, going around and around that circuit. Highly recommend it because you want to spend up large in the shop. Now, I know we're not in a party anymore, but I can see American crew here. There's Obese. Now, I think what we're going to do, there's Tiger. Are you able to do a bit of teleportation magic? Because you're a mage, right? Can you take us to all of the other areas that we needed to go to for the... Now, there we go. Invite you to a group. Thank you. To do the pink Elekks. Is that okay?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, awesome. And that means, folks, that, by the way, there you go. There's an exhausted ram. If you ever wanted to see what it looked like, it's the most embarrassing thing in the world. Look at you just crawl along. So that guy's not quite got the hang of it yet. I hope you manage to figure it out soon. What we're going to do is go do that Elekk one, and that will hopefully open up the rest of the little quests that we have available to us here at the Brewfest. So we will be right back very shortly. And welcome back. Well, that was a little bit weird. You know what, guys? We went around and did the elephant thing. I ran out of charges in my little gnomish device. I didn't know that there were a set amount of charges. In fact, I'm still not quite sure exactly how I managed to run them out. But the result of it is I had to abandon the quest. Merrick, did you manage to finish off your one?
I did, and I had 1 charge left.
Oh, well, I don't know what happened. Lyra, there's Steph. What about you? Did you finish it off?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so look, I'm not going to go and bother doing all that again. Of course, everyone would hate me if I went to all of those 3 locations. But Lyra, can we just run up here into the Brewfest area proper? The reason I really wanted to do these is because I wanted to see if more quests opened up. So if you wouldn't mind telling us, as you run up here into this main Brewfest area, do you have new quests available to you? Because of course I've only got the Elekk one now. Oh, and we can see we're getting invaded by the dire brew forces there. But yeah, do you have more quests around here?
Not yet, but I haven't handed that one in, so
I have dailies. I have dailies that are available now.
Yeah, and I think they're from the tents in this area, and I'm pretty sure, Merrick, that those dailies are the ones where you have to run through Ironforge, you know, yelling out that this is the best brew ever, and that sort of stuff. So there we go.
Yeah.
Now, and by the way, these dark iron guzzlers, all getting knocked back there. In case you're wondering what this is, if you ever see this, what you need to do is go grab one of these here off the table, look in your bags, and there it is. I put it on my 1. That's why we cleared it off before. Number 1 on the hotbar, and you need to try and target these dark iron dwarves. Here they go. It's very noisy here. Because what they're trying to do is smash the kegs that are around here. You can see them here with the great big purple arrows on their head. What we need to do is try and get rid of the forces. Very loud. And you do that by targeting 1 and then hitting 1. Now you do get drunk in the process, and you can see you get knocked right back sometimes as well. If you manage to keep these dark iron dwarves away from our kegs, i.e. the kegs actually survive, then it's very lucrative. At the end of this event, there's a great big sort of chest in the middle that you can claim a whole bunch of Brewfest tokens from. So it's definitely worth doing it. And you can see here everyone is doing their part. It's sort of like a team cooperation exercise. You guys, let's see, Obese, are you helping out here in this one?
Yes.
Yep, same here. Merrick, doing your part?
Yep, trying to.
And of course again you get knocked back. Once you've picked up one of these off a table, one of these brews, it's basically never ending. You don't have to keep picking them up off the table, but there is a small cooldown, and you do need to, well, in fact I don't know if you do need to target any of them. I think if you're basically facing in the direction, then it will hit one, I think. I don't know, what do you think, Star? Have you worked out that theory or not?
I'm just drinking and throwing it. It looks like it's
some of them.
Yeah, there you go. 2 people are saying the same thing, so you don't need to target them at all. As long as you're in the general vicinity, then it will hit one of them. But there are a few tricks to this as well. If you get yourself sort of lined up, so there's Merrick, stuck right on a table like he is, then you can't get knocked back, which is kind of cool. So if they do their knockback,
what the heck is that guy doing?
Yep, and then the spin, that's me spinning around and around. That's because I ran over one of those great big kegs. And what happens is if you do run over one, your character spins round and round and round and round, and you can just literally move your character into an area. In fact, there's another keg there. See if we can pick it up. Oh yeah, there we go. Now all I need to do is move into the area of the dark iron guzzlers, and it will knock them all back. See, there we go.
That's because it looked like as you're spinning, you're throwing everything.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. And there we go. We were successful, and of course you're not always successful. It depends how many people are helping out. There's a cog in the middle there. If we right-click on that and open it, you can see we receive Brewfest prize tokens if we hand it in. So we pick that up and then run over here. Somewhere over here, I think, is... Where is she? It's a bit of a hand in. Not that one, it's past her. Ah, here we go. Boxy bolt spinner, we hand into her, and there we go. 3 10 Brewfest prize tokens, and trust me, having done this a few years in a row, those 10 every single day can really, really help. So that's what that is all about. Alright, so I think that pretty much covers off most of the Brewfest for this year. What we'll do is we'll get our ragtag fugitive fleet together, and we'll see what these guys are going to be doing for the rest of the week, and we'll sign out. We'll be right back in just a few moments. And welcome back. Yes, we stand united indeed. We've made it through drunk and disorderly. Good Lord, Tiger Hawk still has her clothes on. That's always a good sign. Although she is, you're dancing with a keg of beer. You do realise that, right? and your hair is still on fire. Now, that's the most amazing hair. You've been with us for the entire episode and not lost any, but I want to know your secret. In fact, I do want to know your secret. Where do you get that fire on your head?
I think I actually got that. It's called the Circle of Flame. I think I actually got it in a drop in a dungeon.
Very, very cool though. I like that. And it definitely suits the Brewfest because that's the sort of thing you do when you're drunk. Now I can see a BC dancing away there. Are you going to be participating in the Brewfest activities this time around, or have you already done them all and once is enough?
No, I'm going to do some of them. I got a little frustrated with the ram races. That was a little tough.
Yeah. Oh, look, now give it another go. It's definitely worth it for those tokens, in my opinion anyway. Merrick, I can see you standing next to me with you've got a stein in hand there. I think for you guys, a whole bunch of quests has opened up now, right? I mean, because you were able to hand in the elephant, the pink elephant one. I wasn't. So have you got more tasks that you can do now here in Brewfest?
I've got some dailies that show up in the people in the tents.
Right, okay. And what are they? Are they the ones where you run through Ironforge like I was talking about before?
Yeah, it looks like I briefly looked at one. It looks like you run through Ironforge, blaring out, hey, come and get the brew.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you get tokens for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another daily activity, aside from getting drunk. Steph, hello to you. You've also got a stein in hand. Now, you mentioned that last year you got a bit confused doing stuff. Is it all a little bit easier now?
Oh, definitely.
All right, so you're going to stick around after filming and do this on a daily basis and try and get the achievements?
Yeah, I think I can turn myself away from Final Fantasy long enough to do these.
Yeah, go on. It's alcohol, it's drunkenness, it's silly fun. I reckon it's definitely worth it. What about you there, Star Lynn? How are you going? Like, I know you've already got your Wolpertinger, and you're saying that you didn't really get too far last time, but are you going to give this one a crack this year?
Well, I got a few more achievements.
Oh, you've already got some. Well, look, you might as well carry on, right? Because, you're getting one step closer to getting that, violet proto-drake mount, I guess. And who wouldn't want that, right?
I have to admit, it is a pretty mount.
It is pretty. Almost as pretty as Merrick's time-lost proto-drake. Almost. Anyway. All right, well, look, that is it from us, folks. That is our coverage of the Brewfest Festival this year, because it's pretty much the same as every other year if you've run it in the past. The ram racing mechanic is definitely a lot easier now than it used to be, so you've got no excuses but to do that daily and get yourself a whole bunch of tokens. And that means you can come along here to Baby Quick Switch. You can see over in the background there. She, again, is the one that you need to pop over and grab those toys from, and they're definitely well worth it. Tiger, have you got enough tokens to make any purchases from her yet?
I have 85, so yes.
Oh my lord. Yeah, definitely. Now you'll definitely be going to Dalaran and doing a dance there to get that achievement, surely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what? Thank you guys. Thank you BC here. Thank you Merrick. Thank you Lyra, aka Steph. Thank you to Starlin, Suta Hisui, and of course thanks to our perpetual dancer Tiger Hawk Rosebud for joining me here in game, for helping us demonstrate all of the events that are available here in the Brewfest in World of Warcraft. I really appreciate that. Also thanks to those who joined us in the Mumbles. Kyle Ice, sorry you couldn't join us in our adventures in game, but of course I think you're a little bit too low level. But are you going to be following the Brewfest this year and trying to get all the achievements?
I try to get multiple of them at least.
Yeah, go on. I definitely recommend it. Shiv, great to see you, and no doubt you're playing Final Fantasy XIV at the moment.
Yeah, in fact, right now I'm in a story quest that's killed me 4 times because I was listening to you, Sambo. I blame you.
Oh, okay. Oops, my apologies, Shiv. You know what? I am the world's greatest healer, so if I was in the Final Fantasy XIV, you'd be fine. But I'm not, so.
Right.
She says.
I'd be fine. How about the time that you healed and actually killed someone, Sambo?
Yeah, we won't mention that.
Or did you forget about that?
We won't mention that just about now. Rusty, you've been there while we've been doing the Brewfest. Of course, you've been painting. Are you still painting?
Yeah.
Now, are we allowed to know roughly what it is that you're painting, or is that a top secret?
It is the thing I did for your birthday. I'm still working on.
No way. I was going to ask if it was that, but I thought, no, she's surely doing something else. Thank you very much, and more on that later. Hopefully, Rust will let us show it off. I can't wait to see that. Thank you very much. All right, guys, all that's left for us to do is to wave a drunken goodbye. That is it. That is Brewfest for 2013. Can't wait to cover off the next world event here in WoW. But next episode, I think finally, Steph, you're going to get us over to Nagrand for some tallbuck action. What do you reckon?
Sounds good.
I know we've been promising it for a few weeks, but Brewfest came up, and you can blame Tiger for that one. Yeah, she's already throwing things at people. art imitates life. That is it from us. We need to get out of here. We've run completely out of time. On behalf of myself, Sambonz, Seraphis, my level 90 DKs, I say take care. Hope you guys are having, a drunk time wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.